Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. So last time we finished up more nation quests for Bastok that are going to allow us to actually continue the Wings Legas missions, and it looks like we get about 4 or 5 missions before we have to go back to doing nation quests. So, you'll actually get to see some Wings Legas characters today, I believe. And interestingly enough, I don't know how you're supposed to know where to go next, but after you've completed those 2 nation quests that were between meeting Kate Sith and now, you can just go to... Oh, have I not been to Ronfaure? Okay, there it is. You can just go to where you need to go. And there's literally no direction given, so you just go there. And I assume that people found it back in the day by data mining, because Wings of the Gods came out after data mining of the game became common. Ah, no East Ronfaure music, then I'm hopping on my crab. Time for a crab! Okay. Something Dark Souls and Final Fantasy XI have in common that endeared many people to... Well, did Dark Souls 1 have crabs? I know Demon Souls didn't really have crabs. You know, I don't think Dark Souls 1 has giant crabs, does it? Well, either way, they had giant crabs in the sequels. I guess we could try getting in on this campaign battle. Might be a little bit risky. Let's see what happens. I don't know if it just started or if it's been raging for a while. It seems like it's been raging for a while because it looks like there's nobody defending this place. But for campaign, you get allied tags from the guard at the outpost, and then that lets you target the monsters that actually have the swords by their names. You can see that tiny sword right around here where I've got my mouse just above the party listing in the lower right-hand corner. And honestly, we're not on a very good job combo for doing campaign. Part of doing campaign is you want survivability. Because if you don't have survivability, these monsters, they're pretty crazy strong, especially at 75. If we were item level, though, we would just be laughing in their face. Like, if I was item level, I would probably just like, and I don't even know, I'd probably just like try to fight like, I don't know, 10 of them at once or something. Oh, that's their leader. We gotta be careful about him. He's way stronger than us. Let's give this guy a Soul Eater War Cry Insurgency. Might as well. Oh, we missed most of that Cross Reaper. Maybe I should have busted out Shantato too instead of Joachim. Whatever. Oh, we actually pulled hate off the liner roll. Oh. basically your performance gets rated based on how many actions you take, like HP you've healed, damage you've dealt, damage you've taken. Gotta love Greatsword and Ground Strike, man. Okay, so instead of engaging right there directly, because there's way too many of them, yeah, we want to go over here. I can't tell if this is a case of there were no Sandiorians to deploy to this area, because they deploy the units for campaigns, not at random, but like, well, I don't actually know how it works, but sometimes you don't get NPC allies ever in a campaign battle, and so that causes some complications. More absorbed stats back. But in general, the campaign battles, they end either when all of the beastmen have been defeated and they don't send any more to get you, or they end when enough of the fortifications have been broken after a set amount of time, I believe. Uh-oh. Do a 300% spiral health. Oh, very underwhelming, very underwhelming. They really need to kick up the power on spiral hell. It used to be competitive with Steel Cyclone, at least at 300%. Still a little bit weaker than Steel Cyclone if you ask me. They really should make all the WSNMs that function off the PP, they should make them all as stronger than Savage Blade. It's kind of ridiculous how strong Savage Blade is, honestly. Very nice damage on that Insurgency. Of course, the problem with doing nice damage is you start getting your ass beat, so. Stick on our defending ring. At least pretend like we have a damage taken set. Okay, so yeah, we don't want to try to like run it over there because Valiner will do his Uriel Blade, and we will get our shit pushed in. So we'll just pull them off one at a time until only the boss work is left. And if the campaign battle hasn't ended by then I don't know. I don't think we could beat Conqueror Backo deck by ourselves. I could be wrong. We might be able to. But, might be kind of a tall order. Let's whip out our Ragnarok because we can. Got Orcish counter stance on. A lot of our hits are being countered, so our TP's not going up very fast. It's okay though. Oh, no, I do have a DT set I made. I forgot about that. Oh, either way, whatever. Well, anything but Flash. See if we can't get any of his MP out of him. These are all Paladin orcs after all. They're Dark Knight orcs or something. Not bad, not bad. Alright, in a second here, let's see how fast we can die. Come on, 300%. There you go. Now we've got a full minute of Aftermath going. We have crit rate out in the wazoo. Got Soul Eater and Last Resort going. On a load away weapon. Actually, I don't know why I did that. Like, I'm always tempted to make skill chains. It's like early bred enemy here. Oh, there was a triple damage proc or whatever for 1144. Oh, we're back at 300%. Let's just do a ground strike. Call it a day. Great Sword Brothers making light together. Oh yeah. Also, I guess I kind of glossed over it in the last episode, but you heard Volker call Zayd War Cloud. And so the name that Humes started calling Zayd was War Cloud. I think that's kind of cool. The damage on Scourge is a bit disappointing. But, oh well. The next one we pull, we might want to move to all the way to the other corner, because if they break that fortification, they'll start moving again, and there's no way that fortification is, like, healthy. It had, like, 8 orcs beating on it this entire time. Kind of addicted to these absorb spells. I only wish they lasted longer. Two bros just both doing ground strike at the same time. But I'm pretty sure Zayd stole the skill chain from me again. Which trust they're wont to do, so. I really wish a group of NPCs from the Allied forces would come in to help. That way we can have a bunch of Allied forces people beating on Conqueror Backo deck, weakening them down. That was a pretty good Scourge. crits in a row. I love it.
Now the other danger inherent in campaign battles that this one has not exposed is the fact that NPC legions can come in to help you, but other beastman legions can also come in. So like sometimes the procedure for campaign battles, especially back in the day, was to move a bit away from where you knew the other legions would come from. Because when they came around, you were gonna get it given to you. Right now, we're probably about to die, because I think Conqueror backup deck is a bit much for us to handle with just trusts. But we'll give as good as we get, maybe. Heavy emphasis on the maybe. Vitality. He's got a lot of HP. I give him a full stat steal. Oh, the Kingdom of Sandior's Order of Royal Knights has undertaken the stalwart defense of East Ronfaure. The cavalry is on the way. Alright. Oh, did he use Invincible? I believe he used Invincible. Damn, you see how much damage he's countering Zayd for? Dude, when our trusts die, we're probably fucked. Oh man. There goes Zayd. Oh, he's immune to stun. Did not realize that. The only reason Valinor is holding out is because I think the Sandiorian Royal Knights are healing him. Did he literally just, well, I missed the 300% ground strike anyway, but he also used Invincible right as I did it, and I'm sure even if I hadn't missed the,
what do you call it? Invincible, his 2 hour, it would have caused me to do 0 damage anyway. Uh-oh. Yeah, we've got hate now, and that's really not good. Hopefully, one of these NPCs will hate off of us. As they heal us. Ow. He's got counter stance up right now. And no bueno. Ouch. Really should have brought re-raise here. Ouch. Come on, somebody pull hate. I'm taking so much damage. Oh, do I still have... I'm a dumb. Oh, and we're dead. Fallen. Maybe one of the Royal Paladors will raise us. We need to get raised and at least talk to the gate guard we got our tags from in order to get our reward. Oh, yep, they're trying to raise us. Okay, there we go. Now we just gotta get away from this before we get hit by one of his AoEs. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, cool. And I don't remember what the new cap out on stuff like campaign tags are. We probably hit the cap at some point, but I don't really know. I do know though that the Conqueror has to contend with the whole Legion now, so we could just contribute at this point. I don't think our trust actually get us contribution points, but they can help kill the enemy. So what we can do is run in and hit the guy, then have our trust go to town on him while we back off. Just sort of chill. Yeah, this wasn't really in the plan, but I figured, oh, it's on the way to where we're going. And I do want to show off the thing. And man, that was a oh dear. Oh, I have made a mistake. At least a bit of a mistake. Dude, their fucking leader is just over here. This is actually kind of funny. Like we want this guy engaged. Valar Escusero. Yeah, he needs to be engaged. He's the meat of his legion. He's like the Conqueror Baco deck of his legion. We can't summon Trust again now, can we? Because we got hate on him. Yep. No tank Trust for us anymore. Oh dear. At least we got Conqueror over there. Oh man, we lost the hours we had on our Behemoth Stake. That's okay though. We'll have to stop by our monk house and grab like a smoldering saltberry or something at some point. Although I don't know how much combat there's really going to be in this episode. I mean, after this. Also, I don't believe death wiped our contribution because we didn't zone. If we had home pointed and tried to come back, we wiped our contribution. But I mean, we didn't. We got raised by a Royal Palador, so. Yay, we contributed to the war effort directly. Yeah, for a lot of Wings to the Goddess, when it was new, and even for like a year or two after, campaign battles were like a daily way to do things. I leveled my second level 75 job with Steve from the mid 60s to 75, well almost to 75, like up into the 70s, on campaign battles alone, because I just could not get invites, because it was during a time where Thief was seen as extraordinarily undesirable. Also, excuse me. Alright, the second our weakness wears and we get some HP back from these Royal Paladors healing us, we're going to leap back in and try to help take Conqueror Baco deck down. And hopefully that'll put an end to the campaign battle, because it is getting a bit long in the tooth here. And if that doesn't end the campaign battle, like it doesn't say like, oh, you know, the Orcish people have retreated, you know, and the campaign battle music doesn't end, then I'm just gonna talk to the guard and get our reward for helping and move on with life. We've been here for over 30 minutes, so. Alright, well, we're not full, but let's go ahead and hop on anyway. Absorb some stats off this, since we know that works. No, how did I already pull hate? Oh, that's some bonk. Okay, let's just take off Last Resort and Berserk and Soul Eater. This is actually one of my most hated campaign monster bosses. All the ones that have stuff like Invincible or Perfect Dodge or whatever, like, they're super annoying to fight because they can do them multiple times. Instead of just increasing their already ridiculous damage output, it makes them invulnerable. Which, like, they already have so much fucking health that they are practically invulnerable. Especially to just a few people attacking them. Kill shot, money shot. Calm Wind defeats Conqueror, back go deck. If we do campaign battles long enough in Sandiorian zones, we'll actually see Lionel leads one of the legions in this era. Like, that's who he actually is in the game story, so kinda cool. So, the Orcish Horde Steelhide Hordes have retreated from the front lines of battle. I'll just give it like another minute or two here. See if the campaign battle ends naturally, or if the Beastmen send in another legion, which... If they send in another legion, like I said, we're just gonna leave. We're just gonna talk to Arlaise here and leave. And man, she's a hottie. She got that hottie loose hair. Chicks and chainmail, man. Chicks and chainmail. Yeah, also these NPCs, like the Royal Palliators, they don't always exist in campaign. The Orcish Host, Nadbags, Dismemberment... Oh, okay, so they are sending in another legion. Well, sorry Sandiorian Knights, but you're gonna have to handle that by yourselves. So, for all that work we just did, we got 5,580 limit points and 2,790 allied notes. And as far as I remember, that's the only way to get allied notes. I don't think there's any quest rewards or anything that give you allied notes. There might be another way. There might be like some sort of delivery system you can do or something. But if there is, I don't know what it is, and I've long since forgotten it. I was really hoping to hear the East Ronfaure music when we came here, not campaign battle, but that's like the other issue with Wings of the Goddess areas, is they're reused, but they're really touched up and made to look beautiful. And also war torn, I guess, but half the time they have campaign battle music going on in them, so it's like you don't get to hear the beautiful music they composed most of the time. It just gets annoying. But yeah, that's also how you rank up in your nation. If you do enough campaign battles and you apply for an evaluation, they will give you the next medal. And I think there's like 16 medals. It's like 4 ribbons, 4 emblems, or maybe emblems is, it's like 4 ribbons, 4 emblems, 4 stars, and then 4 medals or something like that. Something like that. I don't really know. It's been a long time. We're getting a cutscene on entering southern Sandioria, huh? Is this going to be related to like Rhapsodies or something? I really hope not. Yeah, Comwin's trying to talk to people who are passing by. That guy's got some really red shoes. Rimiot, huh? Well, you're certainly looking quite hapless, adventurer. Have you not your wits about you? What shoes are those, man? They're so red. What's all the commotion, you ask? Well, everyone is on their way to see Troop Mayakov's performance, of course. My comrades have been scrambling about relentlessly for some time now, trying to procure tickets. Surely you're familiar with Troop Mayakov, yes? Not at all familiar. What? I cannot even begin to imagine the enormity of the rock under which you must have been hiding. Why, they are one of the most popular dancing troops in Vana'diel right now, rivaled only by Troop Brilioth. Though from a stylistic and technical point of view, I am of the personal opinion that Troop Mayakov is considerably more advanced. Of course, it certainly doesn't hurt that they have amassed some of the most adorable dancers I've ever seen. In fact, the show is about to start over at the Old Tavern in Lion Square. The troop leader has decided to grace Sandioria with a performance by popular demand. Such a chance to see performers of that caliber up close doesn't present itself very often. Everyone sure is up in a frenzy over it, all right. Well, if you have time for yourself, I would highly recommend you pay a visit, although I offer no guarantee that you'll be able to get your hands on a ticket. Dude, his shoes are so violently red. What shoes are those? Like, they don't look bad, it's just like he's wearing all white and then his shoes are like hella fucking red. What I wouldn't give to not be on guard duty. I know how that feels. Also, you might think the towns are safe from campaign battle music, but even the towns can become war zones if the nation, if each respective nation doesn't hold at least one other zone in the campaign. Like, for imagination's sake, like here's Laval, and it's owned by the Orcish Horde, or the Orcish hosts. All these things in red, the dots in red are owned by Sandioria, dots in blue are Bastok, and dots in yellow are Winders. Well, let's say that all these red Sandioria places were grayed. That would mean they'd be owned by the Beastmen. And if they were, if Sandioria didn't own any other places, then southern Sandioria itself becomes a war zone. And you can actually fight Beastmen in the cities. It doesn't happen very much these days, but it certainly happened back towards the end of the 75 era when people stopped spending time doing campaign because Abyssea had come out. And that's one of the reasons people say Abyssea ruined the game, is the older things that had weekly tallies like Conquest and Campaign and stuff and Besieged, they all fell to the wayside for Abyssea. Older folks. Mr. Mayakov, let me first of all thank you for taking the time to speak with us here today. We know that you are a very busy man. Now please, sir, if you would, share with us what you consider to be the highlight of this, your latest show. It would be my pleasure. As I'm sure you know by now, my troop Mayakov only incorporates the most beautiful and dazzling of elements into its dance. However, it has come to my attention as of late that we have reached the absolute pinnacle of visible aesthetic beauty. Or aesthetic beauty. Well, that's... And though one reason I have come here today is to make it known that some time ago I have made our true philosophy to seek out new horizons and new challenges, to be true vanguards of our art. And guided by that philosophy, I have discovered a new theme for our dance. A new realm to throw over ourselves into, a new modus operandi by which to move and bring delight to our audience, dreams. Through our dance and our art, we hope to bring dreams to everyone from the troubled times. That's a most intriguing concept, Mr. Mayakov, and may I say, a theme most befitting a dance troupe as beautiful and as glamorous as Troop Mayakov. The majestic drawing of the curtain, the dazzling sign of the spotlight, and then the unparalleled beauty and grace of my dancing angels.
flying of sweat off the passion-driven brows, the hypnotic clicking of heels on the hard-polished wooden stage. The promise to send our audience home with an evening of rapture they would not soon forget. Bravo! Bravo! But Mr. Mayakov, what is your response then to pundits who claim that the current state of affairs is not particularly conducive to the continuation of extravagant arts such as dance? Utter nonsense! I don't care if it's coming from the Saddle Lord himself, or any other person for that matter. I don't care if it's in front of the royal throne, or before the very gates of hell. Troop Mayakov will continue to dance no matter what the circumstances. What is this person doing here? Gandalf, come. How do you explain this spectacle getting past security? That thou hast yet to begin. So has yet to begin. My apologies, Mr. Mayakov, sir. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I'm afraid that this is still undergoing pre-show preparations. I'll have to ask you to leave for the time being, but be sure to come back later with your ticket. Wait a moment there. Do you even have a ticket? No, I don't, I guess. Surely you're joking. What kind of sideshow attraction do you take to Mayakov for? Tickets to our performances have been sold out for weeks. And the platinum ticket list goes for hundreds of thousands of gil, sold out in the blink of an eye. Unfortunately, with our ticket you simply cannot get into the show. I'm sorry, but you'll just have to chalk it up to a lack of this time. See to our guest find his way out, Gandalf. Great, so we got a dancer with an extraordinarily heavy lisp that I can't even actually... I don't know if I'm doing a good job reading his shit or not, but basically every S in a word has been replaced by a TH. It's almost as infuriating as a Taru's speech impediment, but unlike a Taru's speech impediment, see, the problem with reading Taru lines in this game is they add extra words to what they're saying that, like, I just get tired of saying over and over again. I've been looking forward to this for weeks, and now it's so close I can barely contain myself. How much longer will it be? Unfortunately, our rehearsals have run a bit longer than initially expected. The troupe asks that you remain patient for just a bit longer, and offers its sincerest apologies for inconvenience. For any inconvenience. Well, this doesn't look promising. I have to get going soon. You scoundrel. What are you doing here? So this is what was so important you had to leave the shop? What is this? What's going on here? No, nothing. It's just some... Well, there's this... What's that you have there? A ticket? Troop Mayakov? No, I have no idea what that is. I didn't do anything. I admit nothing. I knew you were up to something, acting all shady like you were. And look at you now, skipping work and leaving the shop unattended to come to a place like this. Well, if you don't get back to work, there will be no dinner tonight, or any other night for that matter. But I like dinner. Okay, so the clue for where to go next is essentially that guy, Turlo. Because we've actually run by him before in the present. He's currently in the present watching Troop Brilioth dances in Upper Juno. And I believe he is an old man. So we gotta go talk to him. We're supposed to have put 2 and 2 together. He didn't get to see the show because his elven wife, is mad at him. And must I say, though, good taste, man, good taste. He got a redhead elven. But, yeah, he didn't get to see the show, so he never got to use his ticket. So he never got his ticket punched. But he might have kept it. So...
We're gonna get that ticket used. Yes, we are. You've registered a new home point. Huh, I wonder why I didn't register that before. Oh, whatever. I think the exit one is the closest. Saved by the graces of teleportation. And there he is. So there he is. Load in all the NPCs, please. Are you a fan of the dance as well, then? Don't get me wrong, the dance shows that are put on nowadays are all well and good, but they're nothing compared to the shows of old, back in the days when dance was in its prime. You ever heard of Troupe Mayakov? They are one of the more popular dance troupes making the rounds about the time of the Crystal War. They had a young girl amongst them, absolutely beautiful thing. The Moonshade Butterfly, they called her. They are still talking in San Dioria today about the solo performance she gave in Lion Square all those years ago. I was lucky to get a hold of a ticket for that show. Got all the way to the tavern before my wife managed to track me down and drag me back home. That's one regret that'll stay with me for the rest of my days. Even now, I still carry the ticket with me, just as a reminder of how close I once came to seeing perfection on the stage. See, have a look. It's gotten quite beaten up over the years, as can be expected. I don't suppose there's much use in hanging on to it anymore, though. You actually want this old thing, you sure? Fine with me, I guess. It's nothing more than a scrap of paper at this point. You adventurers sure are a weird lot. Obtain key item, Mayakov show ticket. Yeah. A ticket to admit one person to Troupe Mayakov's dance performance. The show is entitled Troupe Mayakov, Taking It to the Stars. It appears to be well worn with age and abuse. It could easily be mistaken for a piece of trash. Ronfaure front, please. Southern San Dioria, please. So let's go see what this Moonshade Butterfly is all about. I suppose we haven't any other better leads. Man, are those Tarotarus dating their respective Elvins that are walking together with them side by side? Tarotaru must have game. You again. Quite the persistent one, aren't you? Some people never learn, I suppose. Yeah, I've got a ticket this time, bitch. You brought a ticket with you this time. Let's have a look at it then. What the... Ew, it looks as though it's been through hell and back. Do I even want to know what happened to that ticket? Seriously, is this thing even real? To be sure, it bears the seal of the Mellow sign, our official logo. Everything seems to be in order.
sorry, I can't allow it. That you could have come upon a ticket so quickly and in such condition is most suspicious. We've had enough trouble with people trying to get in with fake tickets already. Oh, those are some fancy boots. Excuse me. Please pardon my interruption. Oh, Sir Ragelise of the Knights of the Iron Quest Hawk! It is a most profound honor for Mayakov to be blessed by your custom. We have been eagerly awaiting your arrival, sir. The finest seat in the house has been prepared for your viewing pleasure and comfort. I am most pleased to hear that. What's this? Is there some trouble? No, sir, not at all. Simply another fan trying to get into with a fake ticket. You needn't worry yourself. We have matters well under control. I even have a mind to order them all rounded up and thrown into Ronfaure for the deceit. I'm afraid I can't stand idly by that you treat my friend in such a manner. Sir, your friend, sir? That's correct, isn't that right? So please, some leniency, I beg of you. My profusest apologies, Sir Ragelise. I intended no disrespect. Indeed, a friend of our great and noble guest, Sir Ragelise, shall be more than welcome by Troop Mayakov. Forgive me my impertinence. Troop Mayakov is honored by your patronage. The performance will begin momentarily. Please hurry to your seats. Well, Ragelise is a, fucking Chad. Doesn't even know us. Although he probably recognizes the fact that we've got, like, hardcore armor on and a campaign medal badge, and we're not dickbags, so. Excuse me one moment. Sorry about that, my dog started to whine at the door like crazy and I couldn't take it anymore. I had to let her in. Well, that was a close call, wouldn't you say? Artists. The troop leader is by no means a bad fellow, but he certainly can be a stubborn and selfish one. You caught my eye by the door there, adventurer. You have an air of regality about you. You are a knight of the kingdom, yes? No, I work for Bastok. Of the Republic, you say? A Bastoker, are you? In the 7th Legionnaires? That sounds vaguely familiar. Ah, yes, of course, led by Prefectus Cesarg, if I recall correctly, a position to be proud of. I needn't tell you, then, of the horrors of this great war. Ranks of the Beastmen Confederate stretch in all directions with no end in sight. We in the service of the Allied forces rarely have a moment to enjoy the very freedoms we fight for. Which is why it's so essential that we make the most of our time away from duty, to forget the troubles and worries that this war has thrust upon us, and to enjoy what little time we have with our friends and loved ones. That's why I spoke upon your behalf at the door. Who am I? Oh, well, that's neither here nor there. Consider me no more than a fellow soldier. But let us speak now of what brings us here. The critics are touting Troop Mayakov's performance as the show to see, and I can attest firsthand to the quality of the dancers. Come, come, let us enjoy the evening. I love the anticipation of a good show. It begins. Greetings all, and a heartfelt thank you on behalf of the troop for gracing us with your presence tonight. And without further delay, on to the evening's presentation. Come now and behold our fair dance. Be moved to dream in deep waking trance. Pauper sage, even the nobleman knows. All are welcomed with warmth by Troop Mayakov. Old hag, young booty, even the sweet child knows. All are embraced with love by Troop Mayakov. Sever ties, unfettered fool, and make merry this night. Come now, honored guests, and forget all this night. For the dark, still young, swallowed the sun, what once shone, and the time to revel is this night, and now alone. Let the show begin!
Oh snap, belly buttons. Oh snap, is she like half elven? Oh. Got a matoid face to her left and a cutie patootie face to her right. See, didn't I tell you? A group of lurkers all. Better not even think about making a move on the one all the way on the right, though. I've got my sights set on her. Don't make me pull rank on you. Oh man, he's horny for matoid. Which dancer are you finding to be the most entertaining? What if we just say the one on the right? No. The one in the middle. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the moment you've all been waiting for, a solo performance by the star of Troupe Mayakov, the Moonshade Butterfly, Lily Set. Oh man, she's really pouring it on thick. Caught your attention, has she? That's Lily Set. They say she's a real mystery, that one. Not too much is known about her. She only just recently joined the troupe, but apparently she was able to pass their stringent screening on the first go. No easy feat, that. Troupe Mayakov is notoriously strict in their recruiting practices. An absolute natural. See how she captivates the audience the instant she sets foot on the stage? Such a gifted child. And nobody knows how or why. She doesn't speak about her age, where she's been, where she's from. All anyone knows for sure is that her father is an elven and her mother a hume. Other than that, she's a complete mystery. If there's one thing people love, it's the effect of the exotic. We love the unknown. No doubt the aura of mystery has helped propel her to such stardom so quickly. If there's one thing people love, it's the effect of the exotic. We love the unknown. And so the fluttering of the butterfly's flight draws to a close. Did you find yourself traipsing the night winds with her, guided by the light of the moon? And how will your experience this evening change you, ladies and gentlemen? Was the seed of a dream planted tonight that will bloom or simply fade away? Did she throw that dagger at us? Sir Ragelise, there you are, sir. We've been searching all over for you. Maybe it's Ragelise? I'm not sure. The Order is most distressed, sir. For the commanding officer of the Knights of the Iron Crest Hawk to be wandering about in the open is most uncouth. Ha! You'd rather I remain in my quarters, the overprotected maiden in her tower, yes? But it is regulation, sir. Surely this is no laughing matter. Yes, very well. I only jest. I gave our hawks quite the scare, did I? Yes, sir. All of our knights have assembled on the parade ground, awaiting some news. I shall go and set their minds at ease at once. By your leave, Mr. Mayakov. On behalf of my entire troop, sir, good night to you. Hey, Kate Sith. What the fuck? What is it? If you'll excuse me, I have some minor business I must see to. I'm sure that our paths will cross again. We're on the same side after all. Farewell for now. Man, that Iron Rams set is pretty awesome. How fare things in Laval? Sir, according to intelligence reports from the latest courier, ranks are currently regrouping at that location. The Knights of the Madder Falcon report to be rebuilding the defenses and barricading strategic points. The resistance, however, continues in waves. A considerable portion of the local populace has already been abducted by the Beastmen, sir. We haven't a moment to lose. The time to act is at hand. Agreed. The position cannot be lost. Deploy immediately. Sir, there's another problem to consider. What is it? Sir, we too are preoccupied here at the capital with the rebuilding of fortifications and rallying of the troops. In anticipation of your orders, we attempted to garner what forces we could to send into the field, but I'm afraid such a force would be significantly lacking in its capabilities to reinforce the location, sir. You needn't worry yourself about that. I had considered our lack of manpower and took the liberty of scouting a formidable ally to our cause. A formidable ally, sir? I had heard the kingdom was low on infantry, but I hadn't imagined the situation was this dire. Ah, there you are, Mr. Mayakov. Your assistance is most welcome. What you see is quite remarkable in its own right, considering the blow which we suffered at the Battle of Lethane. Sir Ragelise, if I may inquire as to who our guest is? Of course, this is the leader of the prestigious Troop Mayakov. He has agreed to lend us the strength of his dancers in our desperate hour. Troop Mayakov? The dancers, sir? Don't be mistaken, Knight. The dancers may hide themselves away in obscurity in these traveling troops, but they shall play a key role on the battlefields in our opposition to this damnable Beastman Confederate. But surely, the majority of Troop Mayakov's members... Or wait, no, Mayakov is speaking, my bad. The majority of Troop Mayakov's members are orphans who were brought up at a convent in Laval. Believe me when I tell you, none are more disheartened by than we by the current state of affairs there. We may not be imposing fighting force that you were hoping for, but we will do everything in our power to protect our homeland. Portia! The lovely lady you see before you is not only one of our more talented performers, but also our most accomplished battle dancer. No doubt Portia will prove an invaluable addition to your cause. Are you sure you're up to the task, milady? By your will, my lord. Should it please you, Sir Ragelise, I would willingly follow you to the very ends of Vanadil. What about the other one, the cute one? Lisette, I think her name was. Can she come along as well? Bah! Lisette is still but a mere child. Only recently has joined our troop. I have no intentions of endangering her life. Alright. It is settled then. We depart at once. Knights, bid farewell to your ladies. Farewell, sir. Do not be so easily shaken, boys. It is only a figure of speech. Tell them not but you love them, and shall hold them in your arms again before many nights pass. Dismissed. Damn right. If I was Sandiorian, I'd be thinking about my wife's booty too. Okay, so now we gotta go to East Ronfaure. I think we're gonna try to chase after KT. There's the East Ronfaure music from the past.
Well, well, do my feline eyes deceive me? Playing tricks? Or is this calm wind? It has been some time. I was certainly not expecting to run into you in a place like this. How have you been since we last met? Surprised are you to find that I know your name? Your moniker? Never underestimate this most regal of felines. There's little I do not know. Almost know it all, for example, if I may. Confusion arising with the stubborn thugs of Bastok. I see it all, have seen it all. I wonder, by the way, if you have remembered what I asked of you. Last time we met, a favor I asked. Oh, Lilysette's watching us from a tree. The tears of this world, the tidal wave, we said. I asked you, kind calm wind, if you would not make efforts to reduce said tears, dry some eyes. You've seen, no doubt, the flames of this war, spreading here and there, engulfing all things. There is no time to lose, not a single second. And so you have come, and the dances you have seen, carried away in the axe, perhaps. Are you a bit troubled, a tad lost? Perhaps I should have seen to things a bit more thoroughly, more completely. Perhaps more could be, if only more... Are you fully grasping what is transpiring around you? This power you have, the power to trace time, to span the ages? How can you use this? What will you do? This battle, that fight, this war, that skirmish, so seemingly large in scale, yet all pale in comparison to your grand considerations. Oh boy, we're getting ambushed by dancers? What's that? That's what? Arcade Sither's getting ambushed by dancers. We've captured it. What is this you do? For why am I caught? We've captured it, Lilysette. What? What's this? It looks like we've got an extra fish in the net, and a weird one at that. Ha ha ha! All the same, nothing but another underling of the cat we're after. Sorry about that, I sneezed. All the same, nothing but another underling of the cat we're after anyway. That's a fancy earring she's got there. A giant hoop with a star on the bottom of it. I knew I wasn't wrong, it's just as I thought. And so I have you at last. Mind your manners before me, cat. How dare you? The nerve! I am no mere cat! Come no closer. Keep those filthy hands away. Dirty, dirty hands. Do you even groom yourself? Even keep clean? Such a naive young girl. In another 10 years, perhaps, might you be worthy of this indignant act against me. Absolutely criminal. 10? Ha! Perhaps in another 100 years you would find yourself in a position to command me, cat. Why, you... Ouch! Ow, it bit me! Such an annoying distraction. Distracting annoyance. Calm wind, remember our little chat. Shouldn't be forgot. Oh. Wait! Oh. Oh. Man. No, we almost had it. Lilysette, maybe we should just forget about the cat. Isn't it getting to be a little obsessive? Or isn't it getting to be a little obsessive? What? Hold your tongue. You don't know what you're talking about. That is not just a cat. It's a form taken by our enemy, come here from years in the future. Yeah, we've been meaning to talk to you about that. Doesn't that sound a bit, well, ridiculous? A beastman turned into a cat from the future? Is that what this is all about? It's true. If we catch it again, I'll prove it to you. Don't you see? The world is in grave danger. We must stop her. Alright, easy now. What are we going to do with this one? He's in cahoots with the cat, right? What are you looking at? Never seen a hume with long ears before? Just who are you exactly? Speak up! You look like a nice enough person, but what are you doing running around with that cat? Let's hear it. There must be some kind of story.
I know of her.
Just as bad if you ask me. There's a lot of questions that I'd like to ask, but for now I'm going to have to insist that you come with me. Come now, it won't be all that terrible. Uh-oh. Looks like Lily said has got it out for you. You'd better not cross her for your own safety. She may look like nothing more than a cute face. That is, after all, how she came to be the most popular member of our troop, Mayakov. But there is certainly a great deal more to the Moonshade Butterfly than meets the eye. More like a Moonshade Wolverine, she's a hard-nosed little scrapper when she needs to be, toughest in the troop, I'd venture. I've lost count of how many eligible young bachelors have tried to win her hand, but she refuses any suitor who dares to show even the slightest interest. Oh, I've seen what happened to a few of those. Putting on their smoothest moves only gets Lily even angrier. I've seen a few broken noses and dislocated jaws. Shame. Fine-looking young lads, too. I'm not into looks. I just hate stupid, weak men, that's all. What's wrong with that? Wait a minute. Why are we even talking about this? Never mind. I'll take care of these things from here. Troop dismissed. Well, we seem to have strayed a bit off topic there, but let me get back to the important topic at hand. Who are you, and what is your relation to that confounded feline? Cavernous maws. So that is the name they have been given, and you claim you were sucked into one? Then it is just as I suspected. That cat is pulling all the strings here. You think I'm reacting strangely? You're probably just going to laugh at my story off as idiotic rantings and not believe a word of it, right? Just like the others? Do as you see fit. It doesn't matter to me. That's... These courser chocobos will carry us to Laval. Forget not your steeds' water and rations, and double-check your saddles. We ride! We must reach the village while our brothers in the Order of the Madder Falcon are still holding out. Open war is upon us, whether we would risk it or not. Make haste! Portia, what are you doing here? Laval is under grave siege by the orcs. We are riding to its aid with the Knights of the Ironcrest Hawk. But you must not go to Laval! It's far too dangerous. I don't know what will happen. This isn't the way things are supposed to happen. Not like this. All I know is that something is terribly wrong if the orcs are attacking Laval at this point in the war. There you go again, Lily said. Always one for the crazy talk. Hush now, child. The time for words is past. I certainly don't doubt that you are a clever girl, and I must admit your predictions are more often accurate than not. But the lives of innocent people are at stake now. We must go to their aid. We shall learn in time. Life does not always go according to plan. No, you don't understand. It's not a plan. I know for a fact. You needn't worry about me. I've had my fair share of military training. This will not be my first time facing an enemy in combat, nor my last, I should think. And there is always the gallant Sir Ragelise at my side to protect me. What are you doing playing around in a place like this? Get back to the rehearsal hall and continue with your training. But Mr. Mayakov... Go on, head back now. We'll return just as soon as we make sure the village is safe. The two of us will be out shopping again in no time, I promise. Portia... She's already fucking Ragelise, that's for sure. You there. I'm just gonna ask you outright. You've come from the future, haven't you? Never mind, you need an answer, but surely by now you sense that something is a bit off. Laval will eventually fall under the permanent control of the orcs. They will rename it. You know it as Devoy. But that is not supposed to be happening now. By the way, what do you call yourself? Calm Wind. A good name. Yeah, I agree too. I think my friend was really onto something. My first power level were my best friend in Final Fantasy XI. I miss him. Well, Calm Wind, have you begun to grasp everything that is going on yet? If so, then I beseech you to help me. I cannot even begin to imagine what events will come to pass. I fear the worst for Portia and the others. I too must head for Laval. Okay, so basically, I think that was the end of the mission we were on. Time-swept butterfly. Yep. So now we have to go to Laval. But I think I'll save that for next time, because basically we're gonna go there, we're gonna get some cutscenes, and then we're gonna have to do a battle. And it's a story battle. I think we can take it just fine with trusts. And yeah, so I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day, and I'll see you again.